Hey guys, here's the second test that I ran for the photogrammetry. Once again, we're using AGSoft PhotoScan because that's the software that I own. And so here you can see up in the corner up here, this was the bungalow that we had shot earlier. And the other one, this is where we were stationed taking the photos from. We took a lot of photos around this island that I've yet to process. And on the way back from shooting the photos there, coming back to home base, I just pointed the camera straight down on the quadcopter and took a series of images just as I was flying straight in a line. Here we can see the actual images, or see the locations of the images. So I just was flying in a straight line, point A to point B. Here you can see it was 18 images over here on the left. So I've done some preliminary processing of it. Once again, I'm using the medium setting just to kind of save on processing time, and I still am going to run some tests on upping the quality to see what we get. So it's not super high res, not a whole lot of super high definition, but once again, I think if we add in some laser scan data, this will be good conceptual data that we can add to our models. And over here I'm going to go through and do the build the texture. I haven't done that to this yet. I'm just leaving everything and the defaults. We got mapping mode, generic, blending mode. I don't know what any of this stuff means, so we're just gonna hit OK. And since it's only 18 images, it should go relatively quickly. I'm going to cut out some of the dead time while this is working, but I was going to show you what's going on with the CPU and the memory. Adding these textures isn't that CPU intensive, as you can see. It's only using, a quarter of the power of my CPU. In the memory here, we're using 9.8 gigabytes. So that's about on par with what it was using the entire time. It got up to 12. Okay guys, I just ran the build texture algorithm on this. I cut out about 7 or 8 minutes. That's about how long it took to run that. Initially, looking at it, I don't see a giant difference, so I'm not quite sure what the build texturing does. I think it just adds a little bit extra crunchiness in there, but on this particular model, I'm not seeing a huge difference. And that may be because I didn't process this at a high quality. I'm still using the medium quality, so perhaps it needs the higher quality to really benefit from adding the textures. So. And this was just getting data in between doing other things. So to get all these images, all these 18 images, probably took maybe a minute. I was already flying in the air over here on the left, and then I just pointed the camera straight down and just flew across. Like I said, here's the camera path, and I was just triggering as I went. So yeah, there may be something there for context, and that's about it. All right.